Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Pickle, and welcome back to a brand new Satisfactory live stream. Today we are going to be getting straight into our new project, which I've called Operation Dam Ask Us, because it's a dam. Well, it's more of a wall, but soon hopefully it will be more of a dam in just a couple 100 hours. It has taken quite a while to do, but as you can see here from this opening shot, we are getting quite a lot of concrete into our dimensional depots. In fact, it's about like 800 or so concrete per minute that's currently getting uploaded into our depots, which is great and all. I do actually want a bunch more Mercer spheres, but that's not today's problem. Regardless, the reason as to why I'm doing this is because I want to try and expand our conveyor belt highways today as well, not just doing our dam, but doing everything that requires the logistics, or involves the logistics, of our rocket fuel facility, which is quite a lot of stuff. Sip of coffee, there we go. Welcome Vinod, it is a pretty big wall, it is. Hopefully you end up looking tolerable, but let's see, that would be quite nice. Operation Concrete Sink, that's probably a better name for it. If I head over here to my blueprints, what I want here is it you? This one, there we go. So this is the main blueprints that I'm going to be needing quite a lot of, and as you can see, concrete is definitely up there, a bunch of quartz, iron plates, a bunch of steel stuff. We've actually got 0 copper sheets in our dimensional depot, and that's the very first thing that I do want to try and get sorted today. Firstly, as we have a very quick look around the factory here, nothing has changed except I'm now sinking everything here. Before, I was just leaving my modular frames, rotors, reinforced iron plates just to sit here and do nothing. Now I'm sinking all of it so I can get a few extra coupons. So far, this has worked out fine. I think I've gained like 3 coupons today. We are currently sinking almost 73,000 items per minute here, which is not too bad going for us. Although there are a few more things we are definitely going to be sinking, but most likely off camera, because I've been letting it build up, but regardless. So what I've actually done over here is I have stopped making cable and wire. Our factory is now producing 0 cable and 0 wire, and the ones that we are producing is going to make other projects, but we're not making any cable and wire just to have as cable or wire, because I'm now making our copper sheets, which might sound rather daft, and I suppose it is, but that's because, oh wow, wait, oh, great, our heat sinks are done. Yeah, we'll address that in just a moment. Firstly, get you lot out of there, get you 5 into here, brilliant. And now what I want to try and do is, does it even work? 1, 2, 3. Can I afford 4 of these? In theory, my dimensional depot can most likely afford a good few of these, but I want to actually try and have some on my person as well. That would be quite nice, so chuck you lot into there. And then for now, chuck you lot into here. So I'm going to need 64. Just get a stack of that, really. That will just about do it. In theory, I also don't need any aluminium stuff, but I am going to do that eventually, just not as of right now, though. I hope everyone's doing good in the chat. In case you don't know what the title and thumbnail is referring to, it's our dam project, which we're heading over to literally right now after I get the resources required. We also need ourselves some concrete. Have I been able to save up any concrete? Regarding you lot, I would hope I've got quite a lot saved. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep going until, there we go, until the purple tick is gone, and that it's an orange tick. I'm going to try and do that for as many of these as I possibly can. This will ensure I've got enough items for today's project. Oh, there we go. Only needed 1 stack of that, so that's lovely. Concrete, you must be... Yes, okay, you're actually not doing too bad. I recently checked that. Okay, we're over by about 4k. That's fine. It's about 8 stacks I think I can get rid of. And everything that you see here, by the way, is completely filled to the brim, except for that one, of course, with items. Like, a lot of items. In fact, where was that one I just selected? Can't find it now. Typical. There we go. So I can get rid of a couple stacks of you lots. Do that. Brilliant. That's now over 10,000 concrete. We are also going to need some quartz crystal, which I think I'm... Wait. Aren't I making quartz crystals now? Actually, I completely forgot. I'm pretty sure I specifically remember me making quartz crystals. And did I not put it into an conventional depot? Oh, no, you know what? No, I think I actually have. Let me double check this though, and let's see how our turbo motors are coming along whilst we're here. I know we're missing a few items, that's fine, but if we have over 100, I'll be really happy. That's 500. 549 turbo motors. Oh, because we summer slooped it. See, I love summer sloop, man. It's so good. You've been having to fill all of your floors in your quantum factory so far with constructors. You need 110 constructors at 250% overclocked. Damn. Oh, wow. Okay, this is done. Although you're still making... Oh, wait, no, you're making something for that, aren't you? Okay, that's not part of this project. That's actually really good. I'm actually going to take... How do I want to try and do this? Let me leave a little bit of this stuff in here for now. And take some of you, just so we can get that production line operational again. We'll then come back here in just a moment, empty out everything from inside of here into our main storage area, because we are going to be needing, as you can probably imagine, tons of quartz crystals. Not quite as much silica for this stage of the game. Although I have got a plan to use it a little bit later on. Regardless though, hope that everyone's doing good. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. We are going to be live for about 2 hours or so today. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. I'm unsure of the duration just yet. Regardless, thank you very much to everyone who's currently tuning in. Okay, you lot, in theory, have to now get turned grey. Although I'm going to leave you the way you are, because I know that I can just fill you up with quartz in just a moment. Wow, you were completely out? Oh, wait, no. We had tons over here, okay. I'm going to say that would have been really bad, but no, we weren't completely out. It looks like we were, but no. Luckily not. Chuck you lot over there as well. Brilliant. Let's go get the remainder of our quartz and silica. I think we will be able to fit everything into our inventory. I am going to also have to go back to our... whatchamacallit. That's the official name. The steel factory, the temporary steel facility. Just to try and get some of our steel products, which, to be fair, I probably do want to try and bring over here. Just makes my life a little bit easier. I'll grab that. Grab that. Brilliant. And off we go. I could just respawn to make the trip back a little bit quicker, but I'm not that desperate. Mainly for wire, the constructors are taking up 6 floors, 18 constructors per floor. Damn. That's a lot. How are we doing here? I haven't actually checked this in a while. Yeah, you're completely fine. You should be definitely completely fine. Yep. You're going to be filled to the brim. You're going to be filled to the brim. Do I need any plastic or rubber, actually? I do need plastic. I need a stack. I'm not too concerned about sinking this, because we have actually got another sink set up further down the line that's just for rubber and just for plastic. So that's not a massive concern at all. You're going to be more than fine. You'll be... ooh, unsure. Right. Okay. Temporarily. But I don't want you to build up. If you build up, that's items that I'm not sinking. If I'm not sinking it, I'm not getting enough. I'm not getting, like, you know, my value back from it. One more down. I could set up some sort of, like, automatic sinking process. I believe for that I'm going to need smart splitters. And essentially the way that that will work is that when this line here starts to overflow, the smart splitter automatically brings it over there to that sink. That's how we're most likely going to end up doing things. You should be completely fine. I will take you though whilst I'm here. You should be grand as well. Yep. Might as well take you though. You, again, unsure. Good. Ever since I took the summer sloop out of that machine, it really hasn't been producing a lot of items. Which is fine. I don't need that many items. That's why I took it out. No. Okay, you lots just go. Because by the time I try and upload it back to my dimensional depot, as you can see, it's already filled up again. So everything here is looking good. Not a single yellow light in sight. That's what you love to see. Very surprised here, though, about my heat sinks. Very surprised. But also very happy to see that. Like, absolutely. Right, so let me just dump my heat sinks into here. I don't think I've got an allocated location for them just yet. This will all be sorted off camera. In case any of you are wondering, I'm not going to be doing all of this shenanigans here. But in fact, what have I actually got here? A lot of really important stuff, to be honest. This is actually... Wait, there's a hover pack in here. There we go. That is genuinely rather important. Might as well take that. Let's sort out you lots. So let's dump you into there. How about you? You're filled to the brim. You're already filled to the brim there as well. Brilliant. Dump you into there. Great. Okay, so going back to the items that I needed, which I think was... I think it was you lot, wasn't it? Brilliant. Quartz crystals, we've got more than enough. 3 stacks. I've got 5. I've got way too many stacks. I'll dump you into there, then the rest we'll keep for now. Getting some inspiration from your cold plant skyscraper thing. Is that... Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Of course, it's fun. I'm not the very first person Satisfactory to build a skyscraper. It is quite dark in here. I don't know why it's always so dark in here. I'm not going to bother adding lights though, because the lights are absolutely gigantic. Like, this is the smallest light that we have. Where is it? Organization, isn't it? Yeah, like this is the smallest light. But it takes up a huge amount of area. Oh well. So steel pipes is done. Is that wire? Yeah, wire, cable, encased industrial beams as well, which are right behind us, I think. Yes. Get a stack of you. Steel beams, you need 4 stacks. Oh, nothing there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. Great, so now some more wire and some cable. Plenty for you. I should only, like, realistically need 1 stack from there as well. And it seems like we've actually got everything. Wow, so we can actually fit a bunch more blueprints on us. That's really good. If I was to say 7, I could probably go with 7. Let's see. 1 extra stack of you, but do I have any more over here? I do. How about here? I do. Brilliant. Welcome, Jimmy. Hope that you're doing good, man. Welcome to the stream. Lurking for a bit? That's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Welcome, welcome. I'm surprised by the amount of iron plates. That has taken me by surprise a little bit. Like, that is a decent amount of plates. Iron rods here as well. Just a quick stack of you guys. Brilliant. Although, to be fair, I have got a dimensional depot already uploading iron plates. I might get another one just dedicated to the plates, though, considering how much we are using. In fact, I actually really don't mind that idea, so let's do that straight away. Just get whatever iron plates I can currently get on my person. Just you lot. And chuck it all into, let's say, 2 dimensional depots. Because I believe I've got a couple that I'm not currently using. The majority are going to be used for our concrete, because I'm going to be consuming thousands of concrete per minute. Because I'm a maniac. Go with you. Is that going to be roughly the same? No, I could probably go with that. Brilliant. That will serve us rather well. I've also got a couple of these dimensional depots loaded up here with our alkylate aluminium casing, or sheets even. And the reason why I've done that is because our Mark V conveyor belt requires those aluminium sheets. And I'm going to be needing quite a lot. But I thought I'd have a couple of them set up. It essentially means that whenever I need to try and place down a new conveyor belt, my depot is going to have instantly just filled up, which I think is pretty cool. Please fly. Please just fly. Thank you. Do that. Is that a bit much? Looks good to me. Steel beam, quartz crystals, and computer. Oh, computer concrete. Nothing from there. Wait, where is... Oh. Okay, flying is just useless. Yeah. A couple more of you lots, obviously. There. And concrete, I'm not massively concerned about, again, because of the amounts that we are going to be getting from our depot. Oh, we've actually... Okay, doesn't matter. That is fantastic. Close that for now. Yeah, 14,000 concrete for 7 blueprints. Yay. Oh, dearie me. Right, so. Customizer. Am I going to be needing anything from my customizer? I shouldn't do. No. What I do want to try and do very quickly, though, is equip you. We are also going to have to make a couple of blueprints here as well. Believe it or not, I know, crazy. But that shouldn't take us too long. Essentially, I want this road to come out to around about here, which is a fairly large distance. Oh, and also, whilst I'm here, take from depot before inventory. I definitely want that. Very quickly, place you down here, just so I can remove all of this. Okay, well, that much at least. Oh, dearie me. I do need to try and get as much of that as possible, preferably all of it, because that's where we are going to be building. And there we go. Don't want to fall to my death, because that kind of sucks. It's actually like a really good top tip there. Don't fall to your death, because then you'll die. I know, it's incredible top tips. There's a bit more underneath here. In fact, yeah, let's just get it up. You can go there as well. So, which one are you? You are our first blueprint. So now we have to start with our second. Okay. Crack you into there. Let's see how this is going to go. You're 002, so I want you to be that, then that. Which way is the arrow going to be facing here? I believe it's going to be north. Then you're going to slot into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you slot into there completely fine. Brilliant. Is there anything that I've got to actually try and change with these blueprints whilst I'm here? I doubt there's any major changes, but I might as well check. That's... Is that a problem with this blueprint or that blueprint? That's the 001. Everything here looks fine for what I need it to be, need it to do. So the 001, the only other thing that I want to try and do now is nothing really, other than just fix the bottom bit. Okay. Nope. Okay. That's not too bad. Yeah, how's everyone doing in the chat today? Are you guys currently playing Satisfactory? Are you taking a break? I know that... Oh, they've got no rubber. Damn. I know that quite a few people are currently taking a break, which is fair enough. I myself do not take breaks until I do. When I do take a break, I'm on break. I cannot be disturbed. And thank you very much to Derpy Moose for the follow over on Twitch last night. I followed at about like 2 AM my time, so I couldn't really see it. Thank you though. Let's clear that. Now, let me just load this in. Where is it? In fact, wait, before I do that... Is it going to matter? Yeah, I think it might do. Take from inventory before depot. Then upload you to the depot. No. Upload... actually... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Upload you to there for now. Same with you. Same with some of our concrete there as well, just to get some inventory room. Doing Satisfactory right now. Oh, nice. Hopefully it will go well. Right, so you're the one with the problems. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's just gotta go. One more over here as well. Okay, you're now fine, I believe. Everything goes up to the edge. Yes. You've got some lighting problems, which I could have sworn I fixed already. In fact, I remember doing so. That wasn't when my game crashed, was it? Because if so, that would explain the reason as to why I didn't save. Anyway, the lighting here is now completely fine. The lighting over here is completely fine. Yep, so just one more left to go. I suppose this is a rather good opportunity just to make sure that every blueprint that I have got is completely fine. In case you're wondering why I'm indenting the signs, it's because of this. When I indent the sign, it transitions quite nicely from one to the other. When I don't indent the sign, there's a very clear divide between the two. So it does take a bit more time to divide them. But it's definitely worth it, I'd say. Quantum Factory, ooh. Clear that. Then load in. What's this one? Conveyor highway, no road. Oh, I think this is something I was just designing off camera one day. This is not how it's going to stay, by the way. This is going to get massively redesigned. I was just trying to think of some concepts for my conveyor belt highway without a road. Yeah, some big redesign is needed for this. I've already thought of one, like literally just 3 seconds ago, so that's good. I can try and do that in a moment, but it's not my priority as of right now, though. Let's just focus on our priorities. Lovely. Signs as lighting. Yeah, well, it's good because it sticks out like this, for example. You can very clearly see where I've used the sign, but it doesn't actually provide much light. Like, it doesn't reflect anything. It just looks nice. So what I want to try and double check here is that all these signs are definitely going up to the edge. Because with the one down there, it didn't look like it actually was. No, they're all... Yeah, that's one problem. Oh, fixed. I have fixed you. There we go. That was the problem. It's such a small thing. When small things combine with small things, you can form big problems. So why are you guys coming straight down here? Because of that. Okay. But then for you lot, I don't think you are doing that. No. Better. And with one of you lots in between here. There's a few things like this that we just have to make sure that we fix. Save that. I mean, that has just increased the concrete cost of this blueprint, but I don't think we're going to fill the extra 3 concrete on top of the extra 2,000. Great. So get rid of that now. I believe you again, you were the second blueprint. Is that technically wrong though? No, I don't think it is. From depot before inventory. Okay, you guys both still here. That's good. Let's get you back out now. Are you in the right spots? No, that has to be facing north. Remember correctly? Yes. Too good to be true. Then we just keep going out. The thing is, sometimes it will take you some time to get everything here right. At the same time though, after you've got like all your blueprints and stuff planned out and you know what you're going to be doing logistically, it does make everything else really simple to do. So for that reason, I actually quite enjoy this process. There we go. We are depleting resources now. That's fine. That's what we're here to do. 1, 2. There we go. I don't... Okay, missing materials. What are we actually missing now? Concrete. I mean, no surprises at home for guessing that. But look how quickly we're filling that up. We're currently on 700 concrete. We're now on 750. Just like that, we're now on almost 800. Brilliant. So yeah, we are getting a good amount of concrete there per minute, which is, well, good, I suppose, isn't it? Whilst we're waiting for that, let's try and take a bit of a step back here. See what this looks like. Look, see, there, to see what it looks like from a bit further away. There we go. I think it looks fine. Of course, we do have to add in those pillars down to there. That would be completely fine. Anything else I'm really interested in here? I don't think so. I could always go with some trains underneath here, like I want to train, but if I really did want to train, that could always be some sort of possibility here, but I do actually. How would that look? Some sort of train? No, then I have to know. Because the thing is, if I add a train underneath here, I've then got to make at least 11 more blueprints to then match that train to go with everything else here. So I don't necessarily want to be doing that for the sake of my own sanity. I'll be leaving that for now. What I do want to try and do though is probably end up bringing this out by 2 more blueprints. So this is currently 001, we know that because of our little, sticky outy bits. And then 002, which is this bit right here, which I'm currently still on, which hasn't got a sticky outy bit. So I'm going to go one more 002 than a 001. So 2 more blueprints. Then what I want to try and do is build some sort of tower. Like a very small tower. Where essentially our road here does a U-turn. And our conveyor belts underneath it go straight down. This is going to be the very start of our rocket fuel facility. And where we're going to be essentially bringing everything in. And I want the tower to be, in theory, do I want it to be in the middle of the project or the very outskirts? Because if I want it to be on the outskirts, then this is where I want the blueprint to end. That'd be a good idea. Because what's my bringing over? Coal, sulfur, nitrogen gas. That's it. Maybe here's a pretty good point to end it then. Okay, this might be a rather difficult blueprint to design, but let's give it a shot. Let's give it a damn jolly good shot. Oh dear, I mean, I've got a feeling this might be a bit of a nightmare, but I don't know what else to do. How much concrete have we got now, by the way? That's already completely filled up. Brilliant. So I'll actually add that to my inventory. Same thing here with U-Lot and with U-Lot. Anything else I'm uploading to my inventory? I'm like in desperate need of? Probably not. Like quick wire, yeah. Quartz, yes. You guys uploaded straight away. Maybe not you 3, that's a bit of a weird number to have. Also, bring you back. Yeah, we've got all of our workings out down here from our last episode. And this is why I leave signs everywhere. We've got 450 nitrogen gas on each one of these 4 pipes. 450 coal, 450 coal, 450 coal, 4... We didn't do this, did we? There's no way it's all exactly 400. In fact, I know for a fact it's not... Okay, I remember what happened. I remember exactly what happened. We were working out our calculations for this, but then I stopped. The reason why I stopped is because I wanted to unlock the Mark III miners, so I could then make sure the numbers were exactly accurate. I've now got Mark III miners, we've now got Mark V conveyor belts, so now I can actually reconfigure all of this. So, that's actually completely fine. Let's get the Satisfactory map open to see the exact amount of resources that we actually need here. Firstly, we let's go to resource nodes where we need you, and the last one is not here. It was something, wasn't it? Nitrogen. Okay, so regarding our coal, the very first 2 that we have here, combined is going to be 600. Because I might as well combine them together, because there's no point not doing that. So, let's do that then. You're going to be... No, I won't change the background colour. I was thinking to change it to red, but I don't see a reason for that. Anyway, 600. Fine. What have we got next? I suppose let's just try and get our 2 sulfurs out the way with. Which shouldn't be too bad to do. And you're going to be 780 each because I can only handle that in my conveyor belts. Fortunately. When I get to Mark 6, I might change this. I don't know though. For now though, it's fine. I'm also going to actually remove these just so I know what I've done and what I haven't done. Oh. Lovely. Next call one, which is going to be you two. Can I combine you two? That'll be 1,200 combined, so no, so you're going to be 600 each. Okay. That's actually rather handy. I'm now starting to think, do I need more than 11 of these? We've now changed the way that we're doing things, so I think we actually might do. And you guys are both going to be 780s. Okay, this is actually a lot of coal. A lot more than what I actually need. Because I literally wrote it down here. We need 2,000 coal. At the minute, we've got 1,200. Plus these two pure nodes, that's miles over what I actually need. So the rest of the coal that I'm still going to be bringing over because I want to have a big conveyor belt highway. What do I want to try and do with that? I suppose I can bring it here, then transport it via drone to my diamond facility? Like, if I'm desperate for that. But I'm still going to do it anyway, though. Welcome, Citrus. Hope that you're doing well. The best thing about the Mark 6 belts is how much less lag they make. Is that a thing? I had no idea about the less lag. I suppose it makes sense, because they're, like, the actual conveyor bit itself is more like a translucent sort of light, which looks fantastic, by the way, for building decoration. I'm not sure if you guys have ever experimented with Mark 6 conveyor belts as a building decoration, but it's really nice. I actually had no idea about the lag. That's really interesting. Okay, so both of you lot are now 780s. Yeah, we're definitely going to be needing more than just 11 of these. Yep. 80. And you're 780. What's next? We've got now you three. Got a 300, a 600, and a 600. Okay, so we'll do the 300 here. Like so. Then... 600, 600s. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't mind that. Although I am, you know what, it's fine, I can just do this. That's essentially what it's going to end up looking like. So we've got 1,200, 2,400, 3,000, 4,620, 660. I've already lost count, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. 4,660. So we're looking at almost 5,000 coal here coming in, which is 3,000 coal more than what I actually need. Which is fine. Again, that's not really a problem. It just means I'm collecting all my coal in one location. For now, I can sink it, but for the later on, I might need it for something else. So for the 2,000 I am going to need, we can do 1,200, 1,800, then you. That's technically 2,100, but it just means I don't have to touch the rest of these nodes. They can just go to wherever it is that they have to try and go to. I do much prefer that. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what about if I was to combine you guys? That's 1,560. No, that's not quite enough if I was to add that. That'd be 1,860. Close, but not close enough. Right. Great. And then all this conveyor belt stuff, literally all I have to do now, just grab that. Are you facing the wrong way, you absolute jammy dodger? You are. There we go. Why are you... Oh, right, I know, yes. I don't think I actually want them that. Just for our future blueprint designs. In theory, I don't want any of these here for this particular one, because I'm not bringing anything up. The reason as to why I've got these here is because if there was a resource node that was down there somewhere, what I could very easily do is bring the node to the center point here, bring it up, connected right, literally touching the concrete pillar itself. And when I get to the top here, just using this conveyor belt lift, it just brings it up here, makes it look nice and neat, and it's very low effort, if I'm completely honest. But now we don't need this. Also, not to mention, I've gone from Mark 4s to Mark 5, so that also does need to change there as well. That's alright though. Let's just make sure that everything looks just like this. Except, what about you lot? No, you're going to be a pipe, so you've also got to try and go there as well. Okay. That's not bad. I suppose, do I want to try and do that now? No, I'd rather get the blueprint design just out the way with first. I do want to also try and clean this up. So we'll clean this up first, since we've already started this. Then we'll try and get the blueprint there at the end done, the U-turn. We'll do that in the blueprint designer that's up there. Then I'll probably end up moving the blueprint designer down, because, I mean, that just sounds logical. There we go, just so I can see my Twitch chat, just in case. There we go. Nice. It was almost unplayable until you upgraded all your belts. That's a good idea. I don't think we're going to be getting onto Mark 6 belts anytime soon. That's the reason why I was sort of like rushing the Mark 3 miners. Because I was looking at the ingredients required and I was saying to myself, I could do that. Like, I might have to cheese it, might have to, like, not necessarily fully automate it. But we got there in the end. And it really wasn't that bad. View. Brilliant. I can't quite reach the final one over there. That's alright though. Great. And get rid of you. Yep. I could, like, in theory, I could just leave it here. I don't really want to, though. There we go. I'm just thinking out loud. I've currently got you positioned in the middle here. Obviously, I'm then going to have a conveyor belt going straight through it. So what I could actually try and do here is this. Because the conveyor belt still goes through it, but I feel like this makes a bit more sense. So I probably will end up doing that. Might look a little bit weird, but yeah, I think it's entirely worth it. As long as I can get all this prep done, so that tomorrow when we do our, well, hopefully tomorrow if I'm live, when we do our main logistics, it should make things a bit easier. Why are you not... Oh, right. I haven't actually done that design for that one. Oh well. No, please, thank you. Have you dig into there. So of course that's now another problem with our second blueprints. Like, you guys don't seem to have the right sort of decoration here on the side. It's quite weird. Oh well. You can also use OC, or later OC all the machines to use more core. I could overclock them. If I really had to, I can. Well, there are some machines I will be overclocking. There's a reason why I keep on trying to get all these slugs, even though I've currently got like 700 or something. I've got enough slugs, but not for overclocking potentially hundreds of machines. Never a bad thing to have a lot of slugs. Never. Holy, that's still broken. I'd love to know why that breaks. I really would. The very final thing that I've got to do for this part, at least, is now the power towers. Shouldn't be too bad. And that is going to be Power Tower 001, I believe. What's 002? Is that the corner? That is the corner. We've got no corners, so that's nice and simple for us. And I believe the way that this blueprint works is that I bring you to there, and that's it. It might be a little bit easier to do from inside of here, but I think that is it, yes. It's a really simple blueprint. I mean, like, it just is. Like, it's nice. I like it. A small gap now. It's a lot of arrows and the Mark 6 doesn't. That's the biggest lag reason, most likely. Yeah. Although, luckily, in all fairness, we haven't really experienced too much lag this playthrough. Although, saying that, I'm yet to make a single functioning mega factory. We have made some other smaller factories. But this rocket fuel factory will be the biggest rocket fuel factory I've ever made. The aluminium factory will be the biggest aluminium factory that I've ever made. And then lastly, the iron factory will be the biggest factory of all time that I've ever made. And nothing would have come even, like, remotely close. In fact, the aluminium factory from our last playthrough, according to my calculations, is like a fifth of the size, and that took us months to do. So, yay! Got that to look forward to. And for anyone curious, why didn't I just build this blueprint attached onto this blueprint? It's because the blueprint designer isn't big enough to handle that. Last couple now. There we go. There we go. And from up here, the only thing I've actually got to try and do is go into our power, select our power tower, which is French for power tower. No, it's not. If I was to rotate you with the ladder facing that direction, yeah, that won't actually work. How's that? You're fine, you're still contained. Not bad. Let's go. You're excited? I think I am as well. I think I am. Keyword being think. I don't know if I am excited for it. I'm excited for the challenge, because I do like a good challenge. Now, are you straight? I don't think you actually are. You hate building aluminium so much, you just bauxite on the map factory, so now you don't have any... or have to ever do that again. Yeah. That's what I tend to do here as well. That's what I will be doing. I just think it's a good idea. So that was one thing I did say I was going to do. I don't think I actually wanted to build these every single time. I think I wanted to have one there, leave a gap there. One here, leave a gap, one over there. Okay. When I was doing some testing, that's what I came to the conclusion of. And there's another fly in my room. The dumbest creatures in the world must be flies. There, I think it looks like it's a bit too far in. Yep. There we go. Welcome, Jimmy. Hope that you're doing good. Again. You're enjoying planning... Oh, wrong one. You're enjoying the planning out of the blueprints needed for each one of your projects. Do you have an engineering... Oh, no. God, no. I build and hope that it doesn't look terrible. That's my engineering background. There we go. This way they're a bit more spaced out now, which I actually quite appreciate. Then what I'm going to do is grab you, and I suppose just bring you straight down. Although I maybe didn't want to remove that, although it's fine maybe. Where will be the middle point? Fireflies in a room and just happy at the... Oh yeah, that's true. Always be worse. Where's the middle point? I think that's the middle point. And of course, you're not the full foundation, because why would you be? Who on earth designed this blueprint? Honestly. Ugh. Amateur hour over here. Not like I designed it or something. Oh, wait a minute. I did. Oh, oh the horror. Grab you, bring you over there. Same thing now with this. And I shouldn't have to do this ever again. I don't think. As long as like you two are connected, then the rest of you lots will then be connected to the same grid. That's quite nice. I do want to try and add you back to where you were, though. Brilliant. Dam looks great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's... Is it... it's not really a dam, is it? But it's a wall. A wall which, as of right now, doesn't really serve much of a purpose, but I want it to serve a big purpose. I want it to be like the home of some sort of factory that I'm going to end up building here, but I don't know what factory it's going to be. Because I'd like to end up flattening everything out here. So all of this will get completely flattened out in tarmac, but I don't quite know what I'm going to do. You lost 500,000 megawatts? Oh. Oh dear. Oh no. What have you done? Let me rephrase that, sorry. What has the game done to you? Okay, actually, you can stay the way you are. Now all I've got to try and do is grab you. That's good. I've seen worse. Is that really a compliment? I've seen worse. I don't know. For us, it's the greatest compliment that could ever be complimented in the history of compliments. That's the wrong way. There we go. Is that good? That's tolerable. Now with you... There we go. Because this makes all the difference, obviously. Brilliant. So that's not dangerous at all, by the way. No, that looks... yeah. It looks tolerable. Electromagnetic control rods. Oh dear. Is it one of those problems that you have to spend hours going like through your supply line to see what you've done wrong? Those are always so fun to fix. Really good fun. Like, epic. Really enjoyable. That's all good, Jimmy. Thank you very much for tuning in and have an amazing rest of your day. Luck with the day ahead. That's now done. And then end up getting rid of that. Brilliant. And when it comes to you lot, I think what I ended up doing before here was... not necessarily getting rid of it. That works. Let's do that. Keep you the same, because there is supposed to be an entrance there for the player. There we go. It feels really weird editing like episode 11 of the series when episode 9 I don't think is even out yet. We've got 2 episodes of the series to release sometime in September when I'm not here. I'm practically not here for the entire month of September. I'm here for the first couple days. Then a week in between sometime. 3rd weekend. Yeah. AI limiters. Uranium rods. Oh dear. That sounds like a lot of nuclear pain. How does this look now with the contribution there of the power towers? It's night, so I can barely see my monitor. But it looks fine. It's okay. Let's try and design this U-turn blueprint. That was close. 450 and 300 nitrogen swapped, but because there was so much in the very, very long pipe, it took 8 hours for it to be put. Wow. That's what I'm concerned about sometimes as well. Like, things looking fine, but in reality, no, no, no. It's everything but fine. I was saying that, I haven't... Wait, that looks wrong. Did I use braided cable? Sure. No, I don't think I did. But like I was going to say, we haven't really had too many logistical problems so far this playthrough. Okay, yeah, you are the clusters. Right. Welcome, Pockets. Hope that you're well. Welcome back. Save you there. And do I want to clear you out? No, I want preferably to try and keep you here. How on earth am I going to do this? So bear in mind, you got a conveyor belt that's over here, and it's just come in, and now I've got to try and do some U-turn up here, and all of our conveyor belts down here are then going to go just straight down somewhere. How the hell am I going to do that? How do I design something like this? Is it even possible? With my skill level? I don't know. Regardless, that's a good place to start. There we go. Okay. Although you're now going out way too far, so would rather to bring you back by 1. I think so. Which means you lot can probably end up going here as well. Same with you. And you. Yeah, this might be a slightly bigger project than I first anticipated, but you know what? I do love a good project. And I'm live for 2 hours, might as well do something with it. Nice. Might as well try and get some stuff done. Don't get rid of my blueprint though. Can't seem to select that. There we go. Oh, there's nothing wrong with the blueprints. The thing though, I'm trying to design a new blueprint using the design of this. So I want to try and turn this bit up here into like a U-turn area. But the actual blueprint itself, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with it, depending who you ask. Some people might have a lengthy list, but... Yep. The 2,000 concretes, but that's just part of the fun. Get rid of that for now as well. Now what I could actually do here is this. How did it look from this side? It actually looks not too bad, so I think we'll actually end up going with that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. And of course, all of this is going to end up going anywhere. That's fine. Except, do I want to get rid of you? I might have one that just remains the same potentially, but the rest of it definitely has to try and go. You're going to have to come straight down here as well at some point or another. Great. 3,000 concrete per blueprint. I would never. No, that doesn't sound like something I would do. Much. Anymore. Well, I probably would, honestly. You're a different colour. Why are you a different colour? There we go. You're black now. And one more over there as well. Darker colours just look a lot nicer up here, so I'm just going to keep where they are. fine. Then get rid of that. I think I actually have to try and bring everything back here. Actually. Try and bring it back. Just so it doesn't do this. That's really annoying. Unless I just do it up here instead. Half nudge. Although, I don't want to mess with this too much just yet, because I want to try and figure out where the lines are going to go. So, if I was to keep you here, bring it up like that, how much room have I actually got over here? Oh, that's not enough. Most likely gonna have to actually... That should be enough. That's it. Regardless, you gotta go. And you gotta go. And you're in a fine location. Pretty good at least. Not perfect, no, perfect, but good enough. Great. Like you across over here. But I can't fully do it, that's okay. As long as you're lined up with that, it's actually fine. As of right now, you are not lined up with that. Now you are. And then do one more over here. Okay, it won't look it, but this is actually really good. And you can actually stay where you are currently. And the reason as to why I say this is good, well, is because everything should actually line up. I missed 4 guys. Okay. So everything should now line up pretty good. If I go into customizer, patterns, switch you around, turn you to be a corner. Keep you the same, keep you the same. Turn you around. And there we have it. Brilliant. Okay. You can now remain exactly where you are. I've already got another blueprint that's rather similar. Okay, I know what to do here. That's fine. I'll leave this the way it is for now, though. Actually... The thing is, there's one blueprint in particular that I want here, which is part of corner blueprints. I might try and save that as like an independent blueprint, and then add it into that. Which should be alright. No problems from what I can see over here. There we go. Welcome, Bloxer. Yeah, not doing too bad. Looks like you're good as well. Great, then zoop you across over here as well. Brilliant. Welcome to Twitcher, aka Bloxer. Hope that you're doing good. I think that's everything here mostly done. I've now just got to add these things here and there. Which is easier said than done. Okay, if I get rid of you first, actually. In fact, I have to, because then you're going to go. Where is it? Oh, I've already got rid of it. Okay, nice. Is that good? Yep, so far so good. It's quite difficult to see where the actual light is. I can't even see it. There. That did not go where I wanted it to. I don't even know where that went. don't think it went anywhere. How am I? Yeah, not doing too bad. Just keeping on, keeping on. Hope that you're doing well. I think you have to go across here like that. The last thing is then to select you. Nope. 20 Roblox. I know nothing about Roblox, I'm afraid. I don't really play that. There we go. So that's all now done. I do have to make sure that I connect you guys together here, though. Though you don't seem to want to cooperate. I know why. Yeah, actually makes sense. It's annoying, but no, it does make sense. Though, does it? You go up to... No, you should only go up to there. Nothing here overlaps each other. No. You're connected down there with that. Okay. I could slightly off-center you, which will make absolutely zero difference. In fact, you won't even be able to notice the difference. Then where do I offset it to? Here? One further back, okay. I actually did a little half nudge there, thinking that would be the solution. But surprisingly, no. It was 2 full nudges. Okay. Half a nudge forwards, brilliant. Growing gardens. I've heard there's a game about growing gardens. I don't really understand it. I haven't watched any videos about it. I just like the concept of it. I don't necessarily understand. But again, like, I'm not the target audience of a Roblox player. I'm a college student, almost. I'm the age of one, just haven't quite started yet. That'll be a video though at some point. You don't play Roblox either? Yeah, I don't. I know literally nothing about it. I used to when I was like 10. To be fair. I think I reach a stage in my life where I've got to stop playing certain games. I feel like it's just, you know, let's move on. The last thing I wanted to do is be like 20 or 30 years old playing Roblox. I mean, that to me sounds like my version of hell. But if I was, let's say, 14, 15 playing Roblox, that's completely fine. That's pretty awesome, because that's what, you know, that's the game's intended market. But for me personally, no. I do prefer games like this because it does challenge me a little bit. It's a bit of a break from the day as well. Do a couple streams, which is always good fun. Oh, that didn't lock. Whoops. There we go. So I'd like to have 4 of them placed on over here as well. Something going on with Roblox? Oh yeah, yeah. Because they don't really protect their users very well. Just never normally that good. I could bring it up like that, but what design have I got for the other one? Let me just save this very quickly. Oh, that was very close. Conveyor belt highway U-turn. U-yearn, apparently, not a U-turn. Double O wide. There we go. So that one's there. Where's the one that I actually need, though? It's the corner one, you. The reason why I want to try and get this is because there's a certain part here that I want to try and replicate. But the problem with doing these sort of builds is that I don't know how to replicate what I've done. I've done something, but I don't know what it is I've actually done. So... this. I know it's nothing great, but if I've done something very similar, I might as well just try and replicate it. Free... Schlep? I don't know. Okay. Normally when people say like hashtag free than someone, it's some like rapper who's like shot 53 people. And then people are saying, oh, he's innocent, man. He ain't done nothing wrong. And his lyrics is like exactly what he's done wrong. But no, if he's actually done like good and he's got in trouble for it or he's got banned for it, then that's kind of sad. But yeah, I literally I don't know. It's not really my sort of universe, the Roblox universe. Again, I think age has a lot to do with that. That's, I suppose, subject interest as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I think what I'm going to end up doing is leaving that top one like that for now. And selecting our little clusters. Welcome, Lizard Mods. Hope that you're doing well. There we go. This is progression. At this rate, we're going to be done in less than 5 hours. One would hope. Bring it up by 20 each. When did I last design this? It must have been a while ago now. With you lots, I end you there. I end you. There we go. When it comes to you lots, 1, 2, 3, 4. Preferably that's where I would have wanted it to be, but I can't just bring it down there. Yeah. You stick out a little bit. Right. That's what I've did. That's what I've done. So that's alright. No, I didn't. I don't know. Okay, so we've done that now. Then the cherry on the cake, or the big pillar support on the blueprints. Suspension cables, I just think it looks quite nice. There's no sort of logical reason behind it, other than just a bit of decoration. I suppose it's a new item in update 1.1, so I wanted to try and use it as part of a build. Hence why I keep using things like the round concrete beam. So I think they added an update 1.0? Was that update 1.0 1.1? I've actually kind of, like, forgotten. Oh well. Right, so you're gonna remain there. Then when it comes to our hypertube, I don't want you just to end here. I want you to go straight down. But the problem is, though, if you were to go straight down here, what are you going to do? You're going to interact with our logistics. I think what I'll actually end up doing with you... Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Is this... Do I want to get rid of you? Potentially, yes, for now. Actually, yeah, I want to, yeah. I want you to come down here. If I was to select, where would this be? Well, it would be transport. Little gap there. Like that. One of you lot here as well. Is there a straight mode for the hypertubes? No. That's fine. Is there something like straight modes? I suppose that does what I wanted it to do. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you'll then just come straight down here. You straight? Yeah, that looks good, although it doesn't look... No, it's fine. Yeah, the braided cable's 1.1, and a 1.0 is only painted beams. And, oh, okay, fair enough. That's all good, Twitcher. Have a nice rest of your day. We've done that part now. The next part that I suppose I want to try and do is to bring you straight down there, you straight down there. Move these lot. And get rid of these. Okay. I mean, decoration-wise, I didn't even think about using hypertubes as like any sort of decoration until like this very second. You don't really paint there, that's the problem. Although, just for like scientific reasons or purposes, what if I was to do something like this? Do you actually appear through this? You do? Interesting. That could be an interesting concept. Not one that I'm doing today, though. And regarding our logistics, I suppose I want to try and bring you guys up to around about here. There we go. A factory playing tour available on Steam. I wasn't... Well, people have talked about it before, but I don't really get those sort of things. It's cool to have, but not really my sort of thing, personally. Right, now when it comes to this is the part that I generally do not know what I'm doing with. This is the easiest part that I've managed to get done. And we still haven't, in theory, finished it just yet. There we go. One more. Great. That's that now done. I know it looks a bit weird off-centered because in theory it's not supposed... Like, this part isn't supposed to be centered. This is a tower, that's for the hypertube. That's fine. Now, how am I going to bring you lot down? Well, firstly, you're only really going to come down to here. Seems a bit pointless. I think what I might actually do here instead, is this. Doesn't really matter what material I use or where it goes, as long as it's somewhere there. You can probably go. So can you, why not? There we go. A little bit closer together. Nine, 10, 11. You now lined up with this. No? Yes, okay, good. So when you go straight down to there, everything past this point, I suppose, just becomes irrelevant. Interesting. Very interesting. Bring you up there by 7 meters. Otherwise, you might... Yo, Steph, thank you very much for the sub. That's what I was concerned about. Yeah, thank you very much, Steph. Welcome to the channel. That you enjoy your stay, and thank you very much for the sub. It's very kind. You do a lot of that now. That's okay. Shouldn't take more than a minute. If I even like this design, I don't even know yet. Oh, that didn't stick. Okay, nice. So, if I do it from up here? What is this? Well, this is just a wall. I don't know if I like it, though. No. I think what I'll do is I'll leave this part of the wall there. That's fine. I now want to try and get all my conveyor belts from here just lowered, because that's what this part's supposed to be. It's like a U-turn area. I just don't know how I'm going to, well, U-turn us. So you're lined up with that. One more. Great. And what I'll do is half nudge you forwards a little bit. Zip you up to here. Last thing to do is grab that. Same thing here as well, and that shouldn't be sticking out, I would hope. The only problem is it's going to be 8 meters tall. Which means it might be dead snapping. Let's see. Hopefully not, but that'll make things a bit too simple. There we go, nice. Can't do that, that's fine. The rest of the wall here is okay as well. Why are you putting random concrete beams in the path? They're not in our path, this is going straight down. So, because this is going down here, there's not going to be anything, like, on this side of the wall. I might as well do something with it. Then if I was to place this here, we're sticking out, won't it? I can't do that. If I was to place it there, it would then be dead snapping, so I can't do that either. Pain of the dead snap. Oh well, that's fair enough. Great. Also, you can go. Save some concrete. Saying that after placing down dozens of different concrete things, but oh well. You can now go back to where you were. What else can I really do in here? I don't really think much. It's just trying to figure out what comes now underneath this. What do I do? What do I do? Firstly, get rid of that one. Have you end somewhere here. Have you lot loop around here as well. It's not enough. Harlem pain, absolutely. By 1, I want to know, by 2. Then you by 6, I suppose. makes sense. Drag you across over to here. Also, by the way, chat, thank you for all the support on the shorts video. That's always appreciated. I don't know how it's doing now, the shorts video, but it was on about 7,000 the last time I checked. Just nice. I was actually more impressed with the likes on the shorts video. Over 300 people managed to like that. Which I think is now our second most liked shorts, even though it's by far not our most viewed. The most liked shorts is on about 5,000 likes, which makes it my most liked video ever. And almost 100,000 views. It's not too bad. Thank you very much, everyone. I don't really understand views on YouTube. I'm still very appreciative of it. I don't understand how to get, like, a banger video or whatever. I literally upload the content I kind of want to try and make. If YouTube recommends it, nice. If they don't, they don't. Very rarely nowadays does YouTube recommend my content, but when it does, it's a nice surprise. Shorts videos often get recommended more because, in theory, the majority of people that watch the YouTube shorts are doom scrolling. So you're more likely to watch, let's say, 20 YouTube shorts than 2 regular videos. Then occasionally you will be watching a main video and you see a shorts video that looks rather interesting, so then you click on it. I've done that a few times. I'm actually going to try and... Okay, right, this is going to be quite annoying. There we go. Hexagon windows. That's the plan. I want to try and make this a windowed build. So what I'm going to end up doing most likely is following this concept, but with windows, as you say. So from roundabout here, or even from there, because that makes a bit more sense. Would it make sense? I don't know. But yeah, that's the plan. There by 1. What's your plan for this? Well, the only 2 options I could have really had was add a bunch of concrete everywhere, which is also what I'm planning to do, and a bit of glass. So it's more like a mix of glass and concrete. I think that's just the easiest way to tackle this problem. Where is the thing I'm looking for here? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Although the last time that I used this, I think we came to the conclusion it wasn't very nice. Although here it kind of just works out, so... do that. Right, jolly good. One more here in the middle. Grand. Okay, so we're going to be having all of our conveyor belts here. Although, we are also going to be having... wherever the heck it is, there we go. This thing here. Right, you're going to be awfully annoying. You know what? It's alright. Sometimes I don't mind awfully annoying. Sometimes. That's it. But the problem now is, if I was to add just glass to here, it might end up looking a bit weird. What I do want to try and do, though, again, is have a nice little mix. Let's go to... walls. I'll use the 1 meter wall for now, because you guys know I'm basically obsessed with it. For that side, and for this side. I definitely don't want to have it there, because this could be a really nice sort of look. So what I'm going to end up doing here is go into this. No, sorry, walls. For the middle one, I want to try and go... I suppose we can go with the... What did you say, Vinod? Some hex windows. Is that what we selected? No, there we go. We'll go with your suggestion. Just so if it's wrong, I've got someone to blame. No, I'm joking. Go with that. Some up here as well. Grab you, and chuck you just straight down. And maybe do the same on the other side there as well. I feel like it does need some sort of support, and this would definitely help that. Same thing there. Now, are these windows going to be in the way? Yes, they're not. Wow. Something that I built is not getting in the way of something else that I built. It really is a monumentous occasion. And you have to connect up to here. How far back? 1, 2. So it's on the third. 1, 2, 3. Go straight up there. Why did you just not connect up there? You didn't even try. That's good. That's good. Yep. 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 Okay. Jolly good show. Okay. The next thing that I've got to try and do now is... Oh, wait. I might have done this wrong. Also, you lot are going to be awfully annoying here. Welcome, Miku team. Hope that you're doing good today. If I was to get rid of that, the lights... Well, you two can probably go. You can definitely go. 1, 2, 3... There we go. So, you guys come up to around about there. Then you go into there perfectly fine. Okay, right. But I've also got more things here, so I'm going to have to bring you guys back here by 1. You are? That's good to hear. Are you lined up fine? Not remotely close. Okay. Now you are. I then want to try and bring you guys back here by 1. There we go. Made your first song. Ooh, nice. So that's definitely all the floors I needed. No, my game is not modded. No, this is unmodded. I don't like modded games personally. So you, in theory, have to be in line with this. So where would that be? About here, then? One further back. Really? Oh. There we go. Perfect. So then, yes, you come back like so. The next row. Also by 1 more, isn't it? Yes. Then has to come forwards. That And lastly, that. Yeah. Alright, there's actually a double gap there. Okay. Rather than a 1 nudge, it's actually a 2 nudge. So then you're going to go to there. Okay, obviously I can't build it there, but you guys get the gist. Very good. Nice. There we go. Got words. Yes. Trying to figure something out here for a second. There we go. It's about time. So everything here should now be okay. I'm going to leave this the way it is just so it makes the next part a bit easier to do. But I think we're just about fine. I do want to end up removing that. What we're going to need here for this particular blueprint is something like this. No, logistics. Where is it? Oh, there. One, two, and just temporarily back that into there. Can't go up by one more. Should be able to, right? That's 1, 2. Ugh. There we go. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. That's gonna have to stay. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be all that I need for this particular blueprint. I can always change it a bit later on if I need to. 1.5 stackable, yeah. You are a mod, yes. I've been thinking about it a bit, and I thought, why not? I've only got like 1 other mod. The thing is, I don't really need that many mods though, because like no one on the channel misbehaves. So it's like, that's why I haven't really made anyone a mod recently, because everyone's just well behaved. Also, the chat isn't like overwhelmingly busy, so I can mod everything myself, just in case. So you're going to be nitrogen gas, which means that you're going to be painted white. There we go. Yeah, early pause, yes. Here's the other channel moderator. Oh no. Thank you, that's alright man, you deserve it. You're always here. Always nice. No problem. Okay, so I think, if I remember correctly, that's the layout of everything that I needed. It was 4 pipes, with one above the other. Let's just check. Yep. So pretty much other than that... Oh, it's actually just 1 straight row? Okay, so there's... Right. 1 straight row with that on top. Okay, great. Then most importantly, I have to remember to upgrade everything to a Mark 5 conveyor belt, not Mark 4. Because some of these resources are like 600 per minute or 780 per minute, but the Mark 4 conveyor belts can only handle up to 480. Hence why I really wanted to try and get that temporary aluminium factory sorted, so I could handle all of those resources. Okay, the lights can stay, they're not, like, annoying or anything. Although I can't actually do this yet, unfortunately, but I might be able to do this. You are facing the wrong way, though. It definitely is snapping. Like, it must be right. Okay. Do I want to remove you? I'd rather not. Because you're going to be quite annoying just to replace. So what I might do here instead is... this. I can literally feel it snapping on. Except you didn't. Why didn't you? See, that one did. And that one did. Welcome, Mega. Hope that you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. I suppose I can sort of just get rid of that then, right? And there we go. That's perfect. I think this is absolutely perfect. This is where our U-turn's going to be taking place. In the future, I can always upgrade this. Why is it lagging after every single conveyor belt? Regardless, that's fine. You guys can remain grey, that's fine. What I will do, though... make sure that you're definitely coming out to the right spot. Nice. Exploring on Saturday, looking for hard drives. Oh, nice. Was it successful? The only answer is yes, it was extremely successful. If you found more than one, I consider that a success in its own regard. You're too low. So why are you so unbelievably short? I know why. Don't worry, that's a question I do ask myself on a daily basis. That's now our pipe done. It's starting to look really nice. Well, congested, but I think that looks quite nice. Power. Okay, power's the very last thing. And 3 that I missed. Nice. I think we are now done with this blueprint. Make sure that we got the floor placed back in. Because I did kind of rip up the floor. But it's for the greater good. Greater good of humanity. Are you big enough? That's good. Okay. Let's just save the blueprints. I think we're just about done with it. Power problem now. The megawatts are coming back. Nice. Glad. Yeah, I hate this sort of problems. I really do. I'm actually going to record something very quickly here now for the video. I'm going to make it seem like we haven't just built that blueprint. That's fine. The power towers are now in place. The only thing left to do now is have some sort of U-turn at the very end of the... Always autosaves. Whenever I record, it always autosaves. Means I've got to cancel the recording. Great. Like, there's a 5-minute duration it could occur, and it occurred 3 seconds into the clip. There's a 1 in 6, 50, 1 in a 75 chance that was going to happen, and it happened. Oh well. The power towers are now in place. The only thing left to do now is to make sure that the U-turn at the end of this conveyor belt highway is in place. And for that is right, we have to design yet another blueprint. Faking stuff, never. And here's a design that I managed to make a bit earlier on. That's not the right blueprint. What the hell is that? Oh. Wondering what that was. And here's a design that I managed to make a little bit earlier on. If I zoom that into place over there, that's brilliant. And as you can see, when I place it in, it'll make a bit more sense. We've now got our conveyor belts and our pipes coming straight down here, and some sort of like concrete and glass container. I want that to come down all the way here to the very bottom, where we're going to end up placing down our rocket fuel factory. Now, the only other thing left for me to try and do, other than, of course, like, making sure this goes all the way down here, is to then make sure that I've got our foundations ready for our rocket fuel facility. And I do want to be doing all of that, but first, since we've now already started, no, I didn't want to drink my coffee there, let's now finish all of the logistics for this particular area, which, luckily, I have pretty much done. So let's make sure that the other side of the wall is also done as well, and that in itself is going to take several hours. So there's no better time to start than the present. I'll be zooping it eventually, Vinod. All I have to do to zoop it is just come down here again, grab the wall, zoop it down, grab the glass, zoop it down. There is some zooping required. Okay, let's get the music back on. Now let's make sure all of this is connected. I suppose let's get the pipes out the way with first. And actually, you know what? No. We'll get this one conveyor belt out the way with first. And then we'll do the pipes. Because that's going to be like the most annoying thing to do. And of course, why are you like suggesting that? Okay, then grab that over to here. Would the hover pack be easier? No, because I'm not actually connecting this to power just yet. That's fine. I was thinking it could try and save me a little bit of fuel there, but oh well. I love how bent the straight mode actually is. Like, what's it bending to? Neptune or something? Deary me. There we go, lovely. Right, the next thing to now do is this. I'll start with you. And you. Save the last one there for, well, the last, I suppose. You finish up the second layer of walls in your quantum factory. It's looking pretty nice so far. Let's go. Slow and steady wins the race. There we go. Let's start with you then. Why is it lagging so much? It seems like whenever I'm trying to zone out or drag out a pipe or a conveyor belt, my game just starts to lag. I'll lower it down to medium. See if that's going to make the world of difference, which I can almost guarantee it won't. I paint the nitro pipes chrome because chrome is going to be for something else. I think. We'll see. Nudge you a little bit. It's still lagging. Oh well. Something that I noticed, it was a couple of weeks ago now, I'd say, but when I was playing on ultra graphics, my game was experiencing a little bit of lag. When I lowered everything down to the lowest possible settings, my game actually lagged even more. Oh dear. I don't even know how that was entirely possible. There we go. Also, I've got these, why don't I just use these? Something better to use, to be honest. I just completely forgot these even existed for a minute. To be honest with you. We'll do that. Am I excited for photonic matter? Yes. And no. I'm excited to like... Oh, that's just not what I clicked. I'm excited for trying to get to know it. I'm not excited for the amount of mistakes I'm going to make with us. But that's all part of the learning process. That's what I wanted. I think. Yeah, that's actually really good. I completely forgot you could stack them. Brilliant. Okay. Really is brilliant. I think I'll just default them. There we go. Appears to be easier. It seems a bit too far. Yeah, miles off. Got to replace this one here as well. Welcome, Ilubmert. So what are you doing? Wow. Ah, I fell to my death. Fell all 2 meters down. We finally reached phase 5. The Excel sheets can finally begin to manifest. Nice. Yeah, that's when it starts to matter. Well, not everyone likes to use an Excel spreadsheet, and that's understandable. I think it's part of the fun, though. I think after like my 3rd or so playthrough, do you know when did I start using my Excel sheets? It was almost this time last year. No, it would have been in February, March, middle to the end of March, where I started to properly use Excel sheets for Satisfactory of last year. Yes, it would have been. Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll come along with this. I can find it. Then on top of whatever it is that I build these, I then build them 2 on top of there. That seems to make a bit more sense. Yeah, I do apologize for like the 4 frame per second gameplay. I don't know why it's doing that. Jetpack lasts for so long. Love it. Can you imagine Satisfactory without some sort of jetpack or a hover pack? Also, I do apologize for the screen being so dark. I can barely see anything either, by the way. If I was to turn that off, I basically wouldn't be able to see what I'm actually doing. That's why I propose that they have some sort of skip to day feature. Be a lot harder, yeah. That's why they're adding so many quality of life changes into this game now. The actual game itself is honestly fine. Like this, regarding Satisfactory itself, I would say there's like not really much wrong with it. There's a couple bugs here and there, like sure. Apparently multiplayer, I've heard mixed things. multiplayer is apparently experiencing some problems. But, like, the actual game objective itself is completely fine. So now they're just adding quality of life stuff, making people's lives a bit better in the game, which is always a welcome change. The thing is with quality of life stuff is, I mean, I suppose there could be an argument for both sides, but an argument that I'd present at least is that it doesn't actually appeal to people to buy the game. Like, if someone was to say to me, what did they add on update 1.1, the new architectural stuff? Like, if I've never played Satisfactory before, I'm never going to look at the new architectural things. Or I'm never going to look at zooping, or vertical nudging, and think, oh, okay, now I'm going to buy the game. No. That is basically mostly just appealing to players that already have the game currently. I'm sure they already know that. So the fact that they are going out of their way to add things into the game that doesn't necessarily increase the cost of the game, but increases player happiness, that for me is a rather respectable decision. Think, for example, like a game of Call of Duty. How much content do they add into their games per year? An okay amount, a very okay amount. What do they spend most of their time doing? Skins. Why? Because in the easiest way possible to explain, they earn Activision, Treyarch, and whoever a lot of money. A lot of money. So rather than fixing overpowered weapons or adding quality of life changes, they instead focus all their time on a Warzone map, or skins, bundles, weapon bundles. They chose the monetary route, whereas the Satisfactory devs chose the player happiness sort of route. Which is another reason why I continue to support the game, and why I've openly said, like, if this game was to have a DLC, I would get it. I'm most likely going to be getting the console version. I probably won't play it much in console, because I've already got the PC version. Although console will probably lag a little bit less. So if there's a way to, like, transfer my data across, that could be quite nice. I suppose I can. Epic Games, right? I'm sure they'll be partnering up with Epic Games again for console, so hopefully I can stream on PlayStation come November 4th, which is the official release date for console, by the way, in case you guys missed my video about it. And less laggy for you, less laggy for me. Sounds like a win-win. No, we're 2 copper pipes short. No, that's fine. Oh well. Horrible without a hover pack or jetpack, yeah. It's actually a really good start. What I'm going to try and do now is package up my items here, which is still a surprising amount. Damn. And I want to try and respawn. Everything up here I think's fine. I think it's okay. All I've got to try and do is the conveyor belt stuff. Have I got enough aluminum on me? 38. Okay, so I'm going to answer that with a solid no. Let's get some aluminium sheets. Then a bunch of copper. That's going to be necessary. Then I suppose just build. Yeah? Do a bit of building. That's a very promising grey screen, by the way. Good ending. Yeah, that often does happen. Who would have thunk it? Appealing to players actually benefits your game. Was? Viewer rewards. Wait, I can give you guys... What's this? Deary me. Yeah, sorry for the lag. I was just talking about this. Whenever I reduce my game's settings, it somehow makes the game lag more. I'm making my graphics worse. How is that introducing more lag? I've got like literally 5 frames. Good. What's this thing here on Twitch? It says viewer rewards. Drops. It's lagging so much I can hardly even actually select anything. Oh, right, I know what that is. Rewards. Oh, that doesn't actually do anything. Okay, cool. I'm thinking about, should I get some quartz? don't know. Like, I might need quartz. I don't really know if it's like a desperate thing, but might as well. See what there is. I'm automating copper sheets. I'm making dozens per minute now. Increasing the graphics. It looks better. Whenever I play in medium or low settings, sometimes it looks better than ultra graphics, and I can't explain it. Why is there so much silica? That's why, okay. Bow. 8 cable and 16 plastic, wow. Imagine, I'm producing how many thousands of computers and I can't even have a good computer for myself. You know what? That right there is commitment. I'm prioritizing saving the world over my own PC. Saying that as I've spent the last week and a half making a wall, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about it. Concrete, I think, is fine. Might as well just grab you. You should be fine, but I might as well grab... Okay, nice. You... And aluminium and copper sheets. Have I got 0? Oh. It's all stored over there. Good. How much do I actually need? I'll go with that. Why not? Aluminium. Where is your face? Your face is here. Nice. I doubt I'm going to need this much, but I might as well start with this and see how we progress, because part of me tells me I might need quite a lot of it. Well. Regardless, let's fly back. I forgot to bring fuel. That's going to be fun. Should I risk it? Okay, this is going to be really dumb. I like dumb things, though. Here we go. I like dumb things, and I like dumplings. This is okay. This is completely fine. I'm controlling it, I'm controlling it, I'm controlling it. Controlled. Ah! See? Nothing to worry about. Not even a smidge of concern. Not a drop of sweat was sweated. Is it nighttime again? No, it can't be nighttime again. Please, no. It was just night a second ago. There must be daytime now. It was 4 minutes ago. I was apologizing for it being too dark, so there's no way it can be nighttime again. You just go into there, please. Thank you. Right. Let's go. All the pipes. Oh, look at all the pipes. Look beautiful and white. Damn. That's fun. That was completely intentional. I was leaving the plastic behind to see if anyone would have noticed that I've left the plastic behind. That was completely intentional. No mistakes were made there. And also, I've apparently got no plastic in my dimensional depot, which isn't very good. One of those items I'm consistently having to upload to my depot is I never seem to have enough. It's most bizarre. Oh well. Or should I say it's grand bizarre? Sorry, it's a Battlefield reference, I know. Anyway. No, like, why would you... It's fine. Connect you to here. So if I had the auto connect mode, which I obviously don't have here, but how would that work? Would it just connect for me? 'Cause, I mean, that would be pretty nice. Do that. I'm wondering, would it be easier to do one at a time? No, because the lag is kind of bad. You know what? Can I just lower this down to like 0? Like literally the lowest graphics. There we go. On the NASA computer as a treat, please. The fix-it computer. Okay. I mean, at least the game's bright now. We fix that problem. Oh. Oh dear. Skip over all of it. Make it a bit easier. No. I do find it kind of handy that when I was designing this blueprint, I made it so that there can be 11 different conveyor belts lined in a row. And how many conveyor belts do I need? Well, technically 12, but 10 of these lot and 2 stacks of that. So everything just works out rather perfectly. A hover pack out here will most certainly make things a bit more productive, but the thing is I can't actually use it here though. Because you're not currently connected to any sort of electricity. Yep, 0. So where's the closest form of electricity? It's going to be out here somewhere, isn't it? So I'm going to need it here. I might be better off getting it. Let me see, how easy is that even going to be for us? Let's try. Because you guys are bringing the electricity up into around about here. I don't think I've actually connected any of you lot together yet, have I? No. That can be very easily achieved. There should be one more on the opposite side of this wall here. Of which I am going to have to go through, so let's just get rid of this. Can I fit through there? Yes. There we go. Okay. Again, most of this is going to get completely flattened. The plan is... Also, I've just realised our logistics floor is going to go straight through that rock. That's a bit unfortunate. But the plan is... we're going to have some sort of concrete, asphalt, whatever, up on this sort of layer, next to where the top of the dam is. Everything underneath here is just going to be left completely open. Like one massive logistics floor, essentially. Although I do want to have another floor on the same level as this logistics, just to make everything else a bit easier, at least inside of this dam area. So we're going to have a really nice open space, which would only take about 3 to 5 business years to construct. But for now, let's just drag this around here. I suppose up into... I want to go around there. Or over. I want to go over this way, I think. Because eventually we are going to have power connecting them two together. For right now, though, this is temporary. Let's just bring this up to here. If nobody sees the logistics and it works, is it really any kind of pasta? It could be any pasta you want it to be. Be the pasta you identify closest with. You know? It's your life, it's your pasta. Okay, so we must get pretty close here to the top. In fact, you're probably at a pretty good location. I don't like that. I want to try and do this here instead. Also, hello. I want to eat you. Oh, I can't eat you. Damn it. What? Oh. Sometimes I feel like this game is just playing me like a violin. Well, okay, that's the best I can do. Because this just sticks out like a sore thumb. There we go. Is it all gone? It is. The Italian food. They can be. Because, like, if no one's gonna see it, who cares? The reason why I often spend quite a lot of time on my logistic floors is because I'm one of those people where if I'm doing something, whether it's for 1,000 people or for myself, I want it to be as good as I could possibly make it. You don't have to be as, challenged as I am. You can make things simple for yourself. Here we go, chat, here we go. Hype it up. Into my body. Thank you. It's fine, I won't die. There's so many slugs around here. There really is. Okay, that's where I wanted to try and go. Nice. Because in our last episode, we brought our power tower to out there. Because I almost had a feeling that I was going to be doing this. It's like I've planned this entire thing out. Surface too uneven. Your face is too uneven. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait. No. There we go. Lovely. Just take a bit more damage, because why not? So you're now blessed with the power of power. How are you lot doing? You probably didn't do great. Wow. Oh goodness. Wow. Wow. Okay, how are you doing? Wait, 0? What even is that? Oh, right, no, that's fine. That's the cooling systems. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. We've got tons of cooling systems. Aren't really that difficult to make. I chose this recipe. I will have a video coming out about this, but I assume, at a very quick glance, it requires the exact same amount of heat sinks. It requires way less nitrogen. Way less, almost half. But it requires quite a lot of water. Like, it says 5,000. It's not 5,000 water for one cooling system. It's more like 50 for one. And it also requires 2 rubber, which again is basically nothing. The reason why I've gone for this instead, after just glazing this, is because I'm making an aluminium factory. I'm making an iron factory. And nitrogen gas is just nitrogen gas. All that I've got to do is get a belt or a train or a car or a space marine to hand deliver or just belt, these 2 items from these 2 factories together. Add the nitrogen, there you go. Bob's your uncle. That's why I've left it like that. Although, let's head back now. In fact, I'm wondering, this won't work, will it? can hear something though. Oh, is that a purple slug? Actually, you know what? It's probably better. I do need this. 60 per minute, package runs 80 per minute, empty canister output. Sorry, 80-minute input as well. Oh, that's not too bad. Is it? This won't work. Okay. I'm not remotely surprised. Oh. Give me the boost. Yes, it gave me the boost. Well, somewhat of a boost. Oh, there's another slug. I'm not really going on a slug collection today, but if they're next to me, especially like that one over there, if it's a purple slug, best believe I'm going to dedicate my whole life, sacrifice my whole life for the purple power slug. Oh, Christ. Not enough room. We make room. There you go. The hustle for the slugs never stops. There's a merc fit over here as well, which kind of is awesome, so let's just collect that. There we go. Brilliant. Just brilliant. It's like really awesome. There we go. There was one more slug. Oh, there was a slug over there. Was there not another one that was a bit closer? Oh, Mercer's fit. Yikes, hello. It's an entire family on their outing. I won't kill them because I'm just that nice. Just kidding, I had no Noblisk on me, but if I did have a Noblisk... Unplanned slug hunt. Yeah, the thing is, right, it's not my fault. I've got stick drift on my mouse. I've actually got a stick drift on my controller now, which really sucks. I've got a conspiracy theory, okay? I purposely think that Sony, I'm not sure how Xbox is like, because I don't have an Xbox, or an Eggbox, whatever it's called in Morse code. The gaming Morse code. But I've got a feeling that Sony purposely designs their controllers to stick drift. Because when I bought my PlayStation 4, this was many moons ago now, I think I spent roughly like £190 on it. I spent easily near £300 on controllers. So I spent way more money on controllers than I did on the actual console itself. So I think it's just their way of trying to get people to spend more money on controllers. Because like, if you've got the console but you haven't got a controller, you have to buy a controller. You can't just play the console without a controller. I heard the sound there, so I thought there was a thing nearby. Oh, there is. So my conspiracy theory of the day isn't anything to do with Area 51, none of that sort of jazz. It's to do with PlayStation purposely designing controllers that stick drift in order to earn a bit more revenue. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, this area's got tons of slugs in it. There we go. It's a Valhalla theory. It's not just any theory, it's a game theory. Respawn. I'm gonna respawn then take the hypertube cannon back to where I just was. It's a lot easier to do. Also, I've got enough fuel on me this time now, so I'm not that concerned. Whereas last time, I led the nest without having enough fuel, which was a very not stupid thing to do. I wouldn't say stupid. No, it wasn't stupid. It was stupid to do. But oh well. And again, my game's lagging. I'm on low settings. I'm on the lowest physical settings imaginable. How is my game still lagging? I might honestly have to start a GoFundMe for a new PC at this rate, because I can't even, like, play the game. All the audio stopped. Okay, my game might have just crashed. Oh no, the audio's back. Oh dear. Welcome back, Spitfire Architect. Thanks, Ada. Okay. Yeah, let's go. I shouldn't need anything else. Nice. Nice, just, yeah, nice. Best place to hug the slugs. The best place to hunt the slugs, or hug them, if you really want to do that, is this biome. Spy Coast. Really good. I mentioned that in an upcoming video. I say upcoming, it's going to be released like a month from now, but no. If Ada says anything stupid, I'm going to smash something.
Let us take a moment to reflect on how you have chosen to use FIC.
I don't know what happened there, guys. My game, just lagged. Let's go back to where I just was a second ago. I don't know what you guys might have just seen, but no, my game lagged. Thanos actually... It's my fault. Don't make the same mistake twice. But full... without 4 damage from there. I was here. Nah, I'm contacting my lawyers. Lawyers are in contact. Absolutely no way that's 4 damage. Why is too long? There we go. There's a couple more slugs lying around the place. Might as well try and collect them whilst we're here. Oh. No, Vanilla, it's okay. It's okay. Should we try using the zipline now? It should function. Indeed it does. The loudest noise imaginable. Okay. Now I think we can finally switch to our hover pack. There we go. That was a long side quest there, just for a hover pack, but oh well. The Sue's incoming, absolutely. No. No. Last one to connect, and that should be everything connected now. That should be everything connected now, if I'm not mistaken. Brilliant. As high as we can go. Yeah, this is definitely far easier. Look at all the belts, though. It looks so cool. Love the way this is looking. Do. Actually, like, I'm generally wondering, when am I going to get this finished? Because I've got so much planned. Like, because I'm only playing for a couple hours a day, and let's say this is about 10 hours of work just to get everything set up, that's 5 days. That's basically a week. Just for the initial just for the initial setup. Yeah, the boats always do look rather fantastic. But imagine if this was all Mark 6. Oof. I'm gonna have to settle for Mark 5 because back in my day, Mark 5 was the max you could go to. In fact, this time last year, you could only have Mark 5 blueprints. Mark 5 conveyor belts. Mark 5 blueprints, bro. Can you tell my brain's a bit fried? In fact, there you go. This is called free will. And this is called getting your money back. Give me back my resources. Go. I was actually given a game code for another factory game, which I do want to try and check out. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to record a video on it, but maybe I'll do like my very first impression sort of video. It's a game that's just like Satisfactory combined with, let's say, Minecraft, from what I could originally like initially tell. No. You can smell it? Yep, it's definitely here. What's it called? I'm gonna try and find the exact name of this. Give me a second. It'll take literally like 10 seconds for me to try and find. 10. No, I found it. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Constructed. It's on Steam. Go. Nice. Go out by one more, I think. So we'll ignore you. Keep that there. Ignore this. Same thing with you. Nope. That one, then this one. Okay, great. And we're basically already kind of not even remotely there. Brilliant. Can you imagine if I've done all of this and I just realized, oh, wait a minute. The conveyor belts are facing the wrong way. Oh, can you imagine? Yeah, that would be an off-camera job. I'm also definitely thinking to turn everything here, like just the logistics, into a blueprint. And then using that auto-connect thing. I feel like that just would help. And I do need help. Mentally, physically, aboriginally, everything. I did it before. I don't know if it's a new game. Got no idea. Almost there. I know this has been exhilarating gameplay. You're probably all on the edge of your seats, wondering what is going to happen next. I can confirm what's going to happen next. I'm going to build another conveyor belt. I know. I know. This is peak. This is cinema. Auto connect's amazing. I might have to try it out. In fact, I will try it out. I don't really know how it works though. I've got a rough idea of how it's going to work, but let's see. I doubt this is going to be good enough to bring me to the very top, right? No. Can it bring me to here at least? Come on, get up there. See, look at this. Look how perfectly placed this is. Sometimes things just end up working out. There we go. Brilliante. That's fantastico. I don't know what language that was supposed to be. Whatever it was, I butchered it. Right. Why have I got so much rubbish lying around? If I chuck you down the stairs like that, then I'll grab you. Holy lag. I removed a blueprint. I didn't summon Satan. Why is it lagging so much? Are you kidding me? I don't think my game crashed. I'm gonna be confident and say my game didn't crash. Welcome, Dirk. Hope that you're doing well. Yeah, that was fluent super. And then people say to me, oh, you should try being confident and a bit more positive, a little bit more. Positivity might crack. See, this is what happens when you try and be positive. Life throws eggs at you. And then you've got to pretend it's scrambled. Like, no. Oh, well. Yeah, my Super Mario Italian is rather good. It's a me. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Mario. Anyway, yeah, this game has unfortunately crashed. If I try and restart it now, it does crash the Wi-Fi in my house. It's a weird thing. I don't know why it happens. So there's not really too much I can do about that today. But what I will show you guys, though, to end off the positivity segment. Oh, Google is now frozen on my computer. Can you imagine if I hit the object limits? Oh, dear. I hit the object limit without building a single functional, like, factory. That would have been a challenge. Oh, well. Wait, did I actually? No. It just crashed. This always happens. It happens like every couple of days, if I'm honest. Although it doesn't normally happen when I'm streaming. But sometimes when I've had the game open for a few hours, it just crashes. But I don't think I managed to hit the object limit. Our goal is to prevent crashes. It says maximum objects. Really? It says U objects. Maximum number of objects? What? Maximum number of objects. 216,200. When trying to add one object, make sure you update max objects in game. Are you kidding me? How have I hit the object limit? I haven't built a factory. What was the limit? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, cheers for that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2.1 million objects. There's no way I placed down 2.1 million objects. Oh, piss in the rain. Rename the stream as I broke Satisfactory. Oh well. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Let's see. So tomorrow, if I can actually play the game, what I then want to try and do is make the auto-connect blueprint. So literally just design a very small blueprint which has some pipes and conveyor belts. Then what I want to try and do is cover this entire area over here. So essentially, I want to try and get this area done. This ravine place will be covered in a concrete foundation. Everything above that would be asphalt. That's because I'm going to end up building something here eventually involving drones and something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to involve something. So we're not just going to like waste the area. There is going to be a purpose and a use for it, although I don't know what as of right now. We're then going to get to roughly here, and the problem is this actual wall itself, no, it's not a wall, it's like a rock, is angled facing southeast. I want to go exactly south, east even. So I'm going to have to angle you somewhere coming out the middle here, and bring you directly across. So it's going to end up looking like... Cheers. That's pretty much what we're going to be dealing with. Which isn't too bad. How many foundations is that? 231 foundations. Our blueprint is 5 wide in total, 5 long. 231 divided by 5 is roughly 40, 50, a bit less than 50, isn't it? 46. So I'm going to need 46 blueprints. If that requires 2,000 concrete each, plus, let's say, 2,000 other resources, that's 4,000 resources, times by 47. We're looking at roughly 188,000 resources just to try and build this. Okay. That's fun. Plus, of course, actually belting out everything over here as well. If I just zone this very quickly again. I'm also going to have to get you guys somehow from there through to there. But that won't be very straight though, will it? And that's going to be 4 pipes. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I could somehow build it on top of the river. So bring you guys down where the waterfall is. Then just have you mimicking the flow there. Then combine that with the sulfur. Until we get to roughly here. Where you're then just going to go straight down like that. You can probably go straight into the wall. We'll do some sort of pattern there to make it look presentable. You guys have just nice and close. Luckily, you come down like that. Then you lot again, something like this. And the truth is, we've actually got tons of other resources around here. We've got iron, we've got quartz, we've got caterium. And I don't know what to do with that. I think eventually what I'm going to end up doing is bringing them on this conveyor, not like part of this project, but bringing them on this conveyor belt since we've got tons of room. And then bringing our conveyor belt here down. So this is where our pyramid is going to be. The pyramid itself is going to be roughly this big. Which is rather large. Maybe not that big, but, you know, like, decent size. That's where our iron's going to be. We'll then end up collecting all of the iron from around here. Then get some more conveyors going out around there. It could be an idea to line these up here as well, actually. So that these all line up. We'll then continue around there somewhere. Same with you. And again, this would be straight, obviously, just like doing it for demonstration purposes. We'll then head straight south. We'll then link back over there as well. So that's our plan here for the Dune Desert. We have got some other bits and pieces around, but I'm not massively concerned about that. I don't need anything else from down over here. Can I try and see what this looks like with all the resources available to us? I don't think there's any uranium or... Actually, there is some here. Yeah. So the resources that I won't be collecting... Oh, there is... Yeah, okay. You can just come down there. Is U4... U4 can just connect to here. That's completely fine. Where are you then going to go? I suppose this way, if anything. We'll see. Again, not happening anytime soon. Now, like, this is Project Rocket Fuel, not Project Dune Desert. Iron, Sam, copper, limestone, quartz, copper, and then, of course, down here is just, like, so much stuff. Regardless of those streams, there's not really too much else I can do, unfortunately, for today, because, unfortunately, the game has crashed, and unfortunately, I can't open the game. It crashes my Wi-Fi. It kind of sucks. Oh, well. To express dissatisfaction with a big corporation not caring about consumer rights, yeah. Like, luckily, well, Satisfactory at least is completely fine, but, yeah. Oh, what's Clippy? I've actually got no idea. Oh, okay. Never actually heard about that before, but before you know it, now we do. The more you know, right? The more you know. Okay. So before we end off, thank you very much for the 5 likes on today's stream. Again, I do apologize to everyone watching. The game crashed, but I am going to be live again tomorrow. So if you guys want to see more Satisfactory, more chaos, then feel free to tune into tomorrow's stream. Thank you for the 5 likes. Have an amazing rest of your evening. And hopefully tomorrow we can continue right where we left off. And I'll try and fix this maximum resource thing, which is a bit of a catastrophe. But oh well. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Stay safe, pioneers, and Godspeed.